which is strange. Also a section of snow. Look how fantastic Teide is. We are at Sendero de Montaña Blanca parking lot. This is where the trail towards Pico del Teide starts. Pico del Teide, the highest mountain in Spain, rises from the island of Tenerife out in the Atlantic, a 3,715-meter volcano, dormant but very much alive, breathing steam and sulfur from its summit. It towers over the whole island. You simply cannot look away from it. We're going to climb it to catch the sunset from the top and then descend into the night with headlamps. Come with us and we'll show you what it's like. The first 5 kilometers are relatively easy. The ascent is gentle and it genuinely feels that way. You walk a dirt road winding through pumice dunes and old lava fields up to the first checkpoint. That's where they check your reservations and your equipment. Everything you'll need, gear, permits, planning, is in the description. This is a lava bomb, left over from when Teide was erupting and all the ground you're walking now was hot molten rock. As the volcano threw material out, these boulders rolled down the slope where they were still soft, gathering more material as they went, like a snowball getting bigger with every turn, until they cooled and set where they stopped. Locally they're called huevos del Teide, Teide's eggs for their shape. You find them clustered around certain elevations rather than scattered across the whole mountain. They rolled until the slope softened beneath them, lost momentum and came to rest in a band. This is the checkpoint, the point where the documents are checked. So documents were checked, everything is in order, and here is where the real fun begins, because up until now it was like a walk in the park, almost 400 meters of elevation, but we still have to climb another almost 1,000 meters to the top. And here is where the trail is not a road anymore, but a path like this. Thankfully, it's very well maintained. We're having a break, the first break, because we have a lot to climb. We got some electrolytes and yeah, things are going well so far. Seems to be relaxing. What a view. So far we climbed 605 meters, so we are nearly at half point. Good? Everything good. Peachy, yes. Not really peachy. We are at Refugio Alta Vista. We climbed, as you can see on the watch, 927 meters. This means that we have about 400 something remaining until the top. This Refugio Alta Vista, it's a refuge, a shelter, but it's closed and there are workers inside. When it will be open, it will be a nice place, maybe even to spend the night. And to assess the general situation, yes, it's difficult, it's hard, but it was great so far. I think it was easier than last time. I don't know why, maybe the temperature, because it wasn't too hot, which means that later on will be extremely cold. The view doesn't show much right now, but it will soon. Yeah, can't wait to see the sunset from the top. As you can see, we are starting to see the peak, Teide. The climb is tougher in this area. We still have about 300 meters to climb, but it will be well worth it. Okay, what we have here? A section with snow, which is strange for this time of year on Teide. But yeah, look. Here there is a mirador, a viewpoint towards La Fortaleza and down to the valley. We're not going there, at least not now. We're going for the cable car station, which is just around this hill. Look here, this smoke is from a fumarole. That's what it's called, and this is a sign the volcano is still active. Under our feet, the magma chamber is very much alive. Ice, ice, baby. Indeed. Oh, indeed, ice. Need to be careful here, right? And look at this. We have a metal bridge. Wow. Over there is the La Rambleta cable car station, and we must pass through that because that's the way. And then the trail, I don't know if you can see it, past that snow over there, goes right on top of Teide. Cornelia is having dinner at La Rambleta cable car station, which is closed now because it's about 6:30. Seems that there is nobody to check for the permits and everything, which is okay. Here it is, the final climb to the top of Pico del Teide to see the sunset and the longest shadow over water in the world. the last steps, and we're arriving at the summit of Pico del Teide. We're on the roof of Spain, which is Spain away from Spain because it's in the Canary Islands. This was it, and now we will wait for sunset in a steamy atmosphere of volcano gas. Oh my god, it's hot. This is so hot here. On the top, indeed, very much so. So what we are doing now is waiting on top of Pico del Teide. The thing is, there are a lot more fumaroles now than there were last time. Right now, the boulder she's sitting on and the one I'm sitting on are hot, and they're becoming hotter by the minute. The smell, rotten eggs. In fact, this hydrogen sulfide, or I don't know what it is, smells of sulfur, smells of rotten eggs, and I already have a headache because of that. I am here along with a bunch of other people. Everybody is waiting for the sunset, some of them with cameras and what have you, others with a bottle of wine or beer. There are not many, fortunately, because there is not much room on this peak. Sky is still blue. We're waiting for this guy to go down.
And there she is, the giant triangular shadow of Teide racing east towards Gran Canaria. The largest shadow on Earth thrown across the sea. They say it reaches 200 kilometers. The double edge on it, that perfect dark triangle ringed in light, is a game of umbra and penumbra. And the point at the top is a trick of distance. The summit is a broken crater, not a peak. Behind us, toward La Palma, the sun sinks into the inversion clouds, the way it has since the dawn of time, burning orange along the horizon. The blue hour is coming. We got what we came for, and now it's time to go.
Let's go. Alright, we are going back. The shadow has gone. The sunset is done. And now we have about 10 kilometers and descending 1300 meters of elevation, most of it in the night with headlamps. I will change lenses and hopefully I will be able to film something. The temperature dropped significantly. We are on the way back in the night. With the headlamps. Okay, so we've done it. The trail has ended. We are back in the parking lot, and as you can see, it's full of cars because these are the people that go to climb Pico del Teide for sunrise. We did it for sunset, they're doing it for sunrise. All that being said, I just can't wait to get home and eat something. See you next time.